So at one point there was a confirmation that Blizzard wanted to do a crossover with Team Fortress and Overwatch. I guess they just never got around to it. So I wanted to look at the Mercenaries and see which one would actually fit in Overwatch. Like if you took one straight out of Team Fortress and put them right into Overwatch, which one would fit their own niche better? Starting with Scout, I feel like he wouldn't actually fit that much in Overwatch. We've already got plenty of shotgun characters, and having another character with a small hitbox would just make it harder to both heal and kill that person. Honestly, I feel like Scout's just gonna be another person on the roster that people pick every now and then. I mean, granted, the only shotgun character in DPS that I can remember is Reaper, but every other shotgun character is a tank. So I just feel like Scout doesn't fit the aesthetic of the game as much, nor does he put himself in a place that nobody else is at. So he doesn't have a niche. It just makes him not seem unique compared to the other characters. Alright, next up we got Soldier. And I believe that Soldier would actually fit because while we do have only one other rocket character, that one can kind of fly, but Soldier being able to rocket jump would be able to do tricks around people. Honestly, catch them off guard. Like, sure, Farah can fly, but using Soldier would force people to do parkour. And that's something that Overwatch has never dealt with before. Like, they give people one movement gimmick, and it's to dash forward, or to dash backwards, or to teleport after 3 seconds, or to slam downward. Like, they've never had to deal with a character that can move a lot without using an ability. I feel like they would have to mess with Soldier's damage a little bit to make it more fair, but I think Soldier would be a great addition. Alright, next up we got Pyro. Pyro actually does have his own area in Overwatch if you were to go over, and that's because the only other person that uses fire damage is Malga, and he has a minigun, so he's more like the Hulong Heater heavy than anything else. The only deflecting comes from Genji, and his deflecting is actually a little overpowered compared to Pyro, because Genji deflects all damage for like, what, 2 or 3 seconds, but Pyro has to actively time his deflects. I don't know. It just feels like Genji's deflecting doesn't take any skill. You press the button and point in all directions at the same time and deflect all damage. Even melee! That's something that Pyro can't do. He cannot deflect melee, but Genji can, apparently, which makes no sense. He can deflect a wall of fire. He can deflect a black hole from Zarya. Anyways, yeah, I do think Pyro would have one of the best places in Overwatch because nobody's taking that area. Here's a rant for a second, but why did they take May's ability to freeze? That was her only useful feature. That sucks. Nobody plays May anymore, and nobody plays Venture unless they're fighting a Junkrat. Anyways, let's move on to Demoman. So let's get this straight out of the way. The only person that's even remotely like Demoman is Junkrat. Actually, Hammond is like Demoman too. Hammond's ultimate ability is literally just a sticky trap. The hell, Blizzard? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I think we would have to go with Demo Knight. Realistically, there's only one melee DPS right now, and that's Venture, because they moved Doomfist to a tank role, even though he does more damage than protecting. Like, I've never seen a good Doomfist that stays with their team. Let's be honest. Doomfist just leaves his team to die. So I think Demo Knight in particular would have a place. If it was normal Demo Man, he'd just be like any other character. But Demo Knight, can you imagine a comp with Demo Knight, Doomfist, and Brigitte? That would slap. Three heads out of 4. Demo Man. Next up, we got Heavy. So I feel like every single tank in Overwatch is just like an aspect of Heavy. Every single tank in Overwatch either has punchy fists, a shotgun, or a minigun. That's it. That's it. They're all 1/3 of Heavy. Heavy can have all 3. No, realistically, Heavy is the tank class. Everything everyone else is in the tank slot in Overwatch, Heavy is all of it. How would you even put Heavy into a game like this? Nah, it just doesn't seem right. On the bright side, there are tanks that are outliers compared to Heavy. like Reinhardt and what the hell is his name? Sigma? I can't say that anymore. Sigma's just been ruined. I can't say Sigma. Next up, we have Engineer. So you might be going, oh, that's just Torbjorn. Well, Torbjorn doesn't have a level 3 sentry anymore, and Engineer does. Torbjorn doesn't even have a level 1 anymore. So I feel like Engineer could play as a sort of turret character that starts off weaker than Torbjorn, but as his turret slowly gets more kills, it starts getting more powerful, and he eventually becomes stronger than Torbjorn. Like, don't get me wrong, turrets are actually completely underpowered in Overwatch. I mean, Torbjorn's turret gets countered by all snipers. Keep in mind, they gave Torbjorn's turret a range now, so anybody can peek it if they're far away enough. I mean, it can be hacked and then it's just completely useless. It doesn't have enough health to compete with even the most basic characters. Torbjorn's turret is kind of like the lamest fucking thing in Overwatch right now, besides Venture, who I'm gonna keep ragging on. Medic's kind of a washout, actually. Like, everything Medic has is something that we have seen before in Overwatch, except something like the Vaccinator. If he were moved over to Overwatch, he would need the Vaccinator. That's the only thing that would honestly help him, is healing somebody and damage reduction. I mean, I guess he's more extreme than the other Overwatch characters, and what I mean by that is, even though Mercy can damage boost, it's only like 30%. Meanwhile, Uber charge for the crits Krieg is 300% damage. So honestly, nothing he has is nothing we haven't seen, but he's more extreme with what he does than every other character. So I feel like he would fit in fine, but it would only be for players experienced with every other healer. 3 German laughs out of 5. We already got enough snipers in Overwatch. Please go away, Sniper. Actually, hey, yo, give Sniper the Girardi combo, and he's honestly just a better version of Ashe. Just give him the Girardi combo. He can track invisible Sombras. Never mind. 4 Giradis out of 5. No, I'm joking though, but really, Widowmaker's just a better sniper. Sniper takes way too long to charge up. I will say that Sniper's base, if they take Sniper's base damage and make it higher than Widowmaker's base damage, but make Widowmaker's upper damage higher than Sniper's upper damage, it would make the game more balanced. Just give him the Girardi combo. Spin bot ultimate. No, Sniper wouldn't fit in at all. 1 Girardi out of 0. Last up, we got Spy. Spy would honestly be great. Like, imagine a comp with Spy and Sombra. Sombra hacks you, and then Spy just stabs you in the face and you're dead. You know what? I think that while there is another character that goes invisible, Spy wouldn't be overpowered, because Spy doesn't have a way to get out of there. I guess I could give him the Dead Ringer, but I feel like it would have the same problem that it does in TF2, where everybody knows you have the Dead Ringer and everybody's looking for you at every part of the day. I mean, his stabs, that would have to be his ultimate, or else it would break the game. His backstabs would have to be an ultimate, or else it would destroy the entire game. I don't know how you would actually code Spy into Overwatch. Actually, I would be fine with giving him the Enforcer, because there are no weapons that I know of that go past damage resistances in Overwatch. So the Enforcer would make him a unique niche in the game, where if somebody's getting buffed too much, you can do normal damage. Do you know how many characters in Overwatch they just give a defensive mode or a defense boost? It's insane. I think Spy would fit in fine. You know what? 3 baguettes out of 5. Alright, that was all the mercenaries. I'm gonna go eat a taco now. Goodbye.